Watch this. Watch this.
Now, recently, Ghanaians have been bragging that products in Ghana are more expensive than Nigeria. They say that if you buy Coke in Ghana, Coke can be like 3,000 naira in Ghana, 5k in Ghana. They are bragging that, oh, things are more expensive in Ghana. Ghana has a higher economy.
What is the meaning of harmonize?
Harmonize is a situation where
the heart of West Africa, where red soils meet green fields and rising skylines blend with centuries of history, a story of modern partnership and global vision is unfolding. Ghana, a nation standing tall with its promise, ambition, and determination, has once again found a dependable ally in the European Union, and not just in words, but in action.
Hey darlings, and welcome back once again to another interesting, intriguing, but most importantly, very educative and expository episode. But first off, guys, I really do want to thank you so much for your love over my yesterday's video, guys. The love is massive. It's overwhelming. Like, I'm so emotional. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm at the same time speechless because I lack words to express how grateful I am for all your comments, your prayers. Some of you even went as far as, oh my God, praying for me, assuring and reassuring me that it's gonna be well. I don't take it for granted, guys. May God bless each and every one of you. God bless you. It means a lot to me. Like, you've renewed my faith, my strength, and my hope in everything I do. Thank you so much. You will not understand, but this little girl here is saying thank you. Medicine. All right, guys, we are back, like I said, with another interesting one. Just like you've seen according to the intro, we've called my brother very ready and hot to give us what he has for us today. Chimdi, yes. And as well, we've got, yes, what is up and trending in the motherland with our own very president, His Excellency Johndramanimahama. You see, it is now obvious and it is now noted that the growth, the success and development of Ghana is taking shape in all facets and forms. And this is not short of what Ghana is doing in terms of partnering. This is not just borrowing, but they are partnering. They are saying no to loans and partnering, to come up with major projects, key projects in different and diverse ways to boost the economy. We're going to see that also in this video, and as well other interesting videos. But the most important one I need you to pay attention to is the one coming from our Nigerian leaders, our Nigerian Senate House. We are back at it again. Did you know, or do you know that our Nigerian senator could not define what's as simple as harmonizing? Yes, harmonizing things, harmony. He could not define it, and it was a very terrible embarrassment. We're going to see that as well in this video. So guys, I do not want to intercept this video. I just want a rundown of these videos, and please watch patiently to the end. Do not forget to like, share, and stay subscribed. But most importantly, listen to what I have to say as my own opinion, reaction, commentary, input at the end of the day, as good as yours in the comment section. So let's watch these videos, and I will be right back.
I need you to watch this. Watch this.
Now, recently, Ghanaians have been bragging that products in Ghana are more expensive than Nigeria. They say that if you buy Coke in Ghana, Coke can be like 3,000 naira in Ghana, 5k in Ghana. They are bragging that, oh, things are more expensive in Ghana. Ghana has a higher economy. And then you realize that these people, they don't really have that much sense. If you look at Ghana's minimum wage is 539 cedis. That is around 61,000 naira a month. Our minimum wage here in Nigeria is 70k. What that means is that we are earning more than people in Ghana, and they are spending more than us. You understand? So they don't have a better economy. They just suffer. Now suffer for Ghana. Because people are earning less than us and spending more than us for products.
Nigerians, who did this thing to us? God, was it you? I'm pretty sure it's not you. Nigerians are the only people who their suffering is so deep that it is bending their neck. Yet they are so concerned about other people. Our suffering is so deep, so heavy, our burdens are heavy, that our necks are being almost bent by such suffering. Yet we're talking about other people. We are mocking other people. Look at this collapsed mind. You see, when I say that Nigerians have mental disorder, well, I've been able to prove this beyond every reasonable doubt. You want to tell us that, first of all, he wants to lie, like telling you that the Nigerian minimum wage is 70,000. That's a big lie. That is a big lie. There are so many people in every part of Nigeria that are being paid less than 20,000 naira. Corporate institutions pay them less than all this. You see, that's why they come out in the media. Nigerians, we know how to lie. That's why I often say that our politicians are exactly who we are. We lie like our politicians just to maintain propaganda. You want to compare yourself with Ghanaians, people that their currency has more value than yours, and you're concerned about how much they spend. You never recalled that their currency has more value, is regarded by all, than your trashy currency, and you have the mouth to spew rubbish. And then you come out to say, you see that these people don't have sense. Wait, I want you Ghanaians to observe something. Listen to how this guy really talks, because fortunately I have the knowledge of knowing someone that is deformed mentally, or someone suffering from imbecility, from the way the person talks. The person often uses their tongue. The person often uses his or her tongue in most cases. Now listen to this guy, watch the way he talks, and tell me whether you can deduce exactly what I'm portraying here, in proving that this guy has a measure of imbecility. Because a number of people really don't know why Nigerians think the way they think or act the way they act. It is mental disorder, madness. You people get it. It's a research that has been conducted for a very long time. That's why this, oh goodness, it's unfortunate. Well, please, you people should just discard this one and understand that he's one of those sick people. Just discard him. He's a very sick person, all right? Please continue.
What is the meaning of harmonize?
Harmonize is a situation where
Point of order.
Mr. President,
Order.
Order 86, especially Order 86C.
Hello, everyone. So I'm honestly, I'm trying to think. Okay, I shall don't be too hard, because sometimes we get into a place in life where you now become too hard on certain things, or you're demanding too much. At the same time, I'm trying to understand. At the same time, I'm thinking, let me not be too understanding that I'm letting someone abdicate their responsibility. So I'm looking at the word harmonize, right? From the context of, like, in the Senate, when they want to harmonize, put things together, check them, marinate them, marry them together, get them on the same level, kind of a thing. But at the same time also, I'm thinking, because sometimes there are certain words, you actually know them, but to explain them, the explanation, no, they explain. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you are a senator, man, harmonize is something that they use a lot of time in that language. And so how is it that you're unable to answer this question? And this is not the first time that we're seeing this kind of situation whereby, a senator it's behaving in this way. It's not either a lawmaker, it's just mumbling and jumbling. And you're wondering, these are people that are supposed to make laws on our behalf. These are people that are collecting so much. And we wonder why the country is the way it is. And when we're talking, somebody will tell you that, you think it's by to be a senator is by this, you think to be House of Rep member is by, is it by what? Ask me now. Is it by what that you get there? It's just yeah. This one a real Vekuve matter. I don't even know. I'm sure do they even have capacity of even feeling embarrassed? I mean, something like this can actually happen to anyone on a very serious note, because sometimes you just go like, oh, okay, what was that word? But you should be able to indicate what it means. And then he just sat down and it's like, God have mercy. Akpabi myself, they ask question. I'm gonna be smart, Hey, people are saying, see you people senator. But after all, they say that a secondary school, this thing is just all that is needed in this whole thing. So I'm still thinking, am I being too hard? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you see this as something that, it could happen to anyone? Like, you have certain words, you actually know what those words are, but you really can't define the words? Or is this something that, this person ought to have known, what it is all about? And also beyond this is the fact that there are so many lawmakers who ordinarily are not supposed to be lawmakers. And what makes this whole thing difficult and annoying and crazily annoying is the fact that most of them are actually not voted for. It's about rigging. They end up rigging election. They end up going in there or getting tribunals to take them in there. People would have voted, and then you now come and see, tribunal just changing everything. And for me, one of the things that I really would love to see in the Electoral Act is a situation whereby the judges cannot declare who becomes winner. They can only say they should go back, either a recount, either for there to be a recount.
The heart of West Africa, where red soils meet green fields and rising skylines blend with centuries of history, a story of modern partnership and global vision is unfolding. Ghana, a nation standing tall with its promise, ambition, and determination, has once again found a dependable ally in the European Union. And not just in words, but in action, investment, and cooperation worth over €1 billion. From the bustling streets of Accra to the tranquil waters of the Volta River, the imprint of this partnership is becoming visible. It's more than just numbers. It's more than just policy. It's the quiet but powerful reshaping of Ghana's future. The European Union has committed over €1 billion in infrastructure and development investments under its Team Europe initiative, targeting the period between 2020-21 and 2027. That's not a promise whispered in the corridors of diplomacy. It's a public, resounding declaration made on Ghanaian soil by none other than EU Ambassador to Ghana, Urchad Ramiandrasoa Razali. Speaking at this year's Europe Day celebration in Accra, he laid bare the EU's intentions, not only to strengthen ties, but to transform lives. Ambassador Razali made it clear this is not business as usual. It's a reimagining of what development partnerships can look like in a fast-changing world. Between 2021 and 2027, Team Europe will invest no less than €1 billion, equivalent to about 16 to 17 billion Ghanaian cedis, into infrastructure and development projects across the country. And already, the impact is beginning to unfold in real time. This journey, however, did not begin yesterday. Team Europe, a coordinated force of the EU, its member states, development agencies, public banks, the European Investment Bank, and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, came together originally in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. But as the world shifted, the purpose of this collective evolved. No longer just a reactive body, Team Europe became proactive, focusing on eliminating key development bottlenecks in strategic partner countries like Ghana. So what does this investment mean? Beyond the headlines and diplomatic smiles, it means real, tangible projects that touch lives. It means 55 million in grants being injected to help Ghana become a continental hub for vaccine production, a bold move that positions the country at the heart of Africa's medical resilience. It means another €62 million being channeled toward retrofitting the Kapong Dam, a historic infrastructure project that will not only increase energy capacity, but boost resilience for years to come. It means that Team Europe isn't just present, it's involved. And its involvement is strategic, aligning with 3 transformative pillars: infrastructure development through the EU's Global Gateway Initiative, security cooperation, and education. These are not just checkboxes, they are blueprints of Ghana's future. Through the Global Gateway, the EU's Strategic Investment Initiative, the Union and its member states are backing smart, sustainable urban development across Ghana. These cities will offer more than just housing. They will ensure expanded access to energy, clean water, and proper sanitation. This is not theory. It's architecture in motion, a foundation for generations to come. Too, has not been ignored. In a region where maritime threats, extremism, and instability loom large, the EU has delivered €50 million worth of military equipment, training programs, and supported over 30 security-focused projects. The commitment extends beyond hardware. It includes joint maritime operations with the Ghana Navy in the Gulf of Guinea, fostering not only regional safety, but mutual trust. On the educational front, the EU's presence is perhaps even more personal. It's in the lives of Ghanaian students benefiting from skills development programs. It's in the opportunities provided through international exchange programs, where bright minds from Ghana connect with global institutions, building bridges of knowledge and mutual understanding. These are seeds planted today, destined to yield fruits of innovation tomorrow. At this year's Europe Day, held annually on May 9th to commemorate the historic Schuman Declaration and the dawn of European unity, the air in Accra was filled with more than just celebration. It was filled with purpose. The day served as a powerful reminder that in an increasingly divided world, partnerships like that between Ghana and the EU stand as pillars of hope, stability, and there is a fresh breeze of hope quietly sweeping across Ghana, carrying with it the promise of opportunity, transformation, and a renewed sense of purpose for thousands of young Ghanaians. It's not coming from within, but from beyond the borders of the West African nation. From the heart of Europe, a powerful signal is being sent. Germany is ready to open its doors to the Ghanaian youth through a historic labor mobility agreement that could change the lives of thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, of Ghanaian families forever. The revelation came not through the usual diplomatic press conference, but through the digital voice of leadership, an official Facebook post made by Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, the Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. A quiet post, perhaps, but behind it lies a wave of intense diplomacy, thoughtful negotiation, and a deep mutual desire for cooperation between 2 countries standing on different continents, yet bound by a common goal: the need to address labor challenges in a way that respects human dignity and promotes sustainable development. In his post, Minister Ablakwa painted a hopeful picture of what this agreement could mean. Germany, he explained, is not only open to the idea, but is actively discussing the framework for a bilateral labor mobility agreement with Ghana. And this is not just another memorandum or ceremonial talk. This is real, meaningful, and life-changing policy in motion. A policy that, once signed and implemented, will allow thousands of young Ghanaians to be employed in Germany under conditions that are safe, dignified, and rewarding. Now imagine for a moment a young graduate from Tamale who has been struggling to find a job after university, a skilled artisan from Kumasi whose talents are underutilized, a trained nurse from Accra waiting for years to be posted. For many like them, this agreement could be the bridge to not just employment, but to a future filled with possibility. A chance to work in one of the most developed economies in the world, gain international experience, earn a living wage, and contribute meaningfully to their family and to Ghana's economy through remittances and acquired skills. And what makes this development even more inspiring is the model it seeks to follow. Minister Ablakwa referenced a recent agreement signed between Germany and Kenya, an arrangement that has already begun opening doors for Kenyan youth to access structured and protected employment opportunities in Germany. This isn't about exploitation. It's about mutually beneficial partnerships. Germany, like many other European countries, is facing a demographic challenge, an aging population, a shrinking workforce, and an urgent need for young, vibrant, skilled labor. Ghana, on the other hand, has a youthful population teeming with talent, energy, and ambition, but often lacking the economic opportunities to channel that potential. This agreement is the bridge between those two realities. But it doesn't come from nowhere. Behind this announcement is months of diplomacy, strategic engagement, and carefully cultivated relationships. Minister Ablakwa shared that he had held key meetings with top German officials, including Johann Wadefuhl, the German foreign minister, and Joachim Stamp, the special representative of the federal government for migration agreements. These meetings happened on the sidelines of the UN Peacekeeping Ministerial Conference in Berlin, proof that real diplomacy often happens in the corridors and coffee rooms of global summits, where honest conversations take place, ideas are exchanged, and deals begin to take shape. Germany, through these meetings, has shown not just interest, but commitment. They are not merely opening the door, they are offering Ghana a seat at the table, a chance to craft an agreement that benefits both nations in equal measure. This is not charity, it is not aid, it is partnership. Strategic, well-calculated partnership based on mutual needs and mutual respect. And that, perhaps, is the most important takeaway. Minister Ablakwa's announcement was also a strong endorsement of a foreign policy vision that centers on meaningful outcomes. He made it clear that this development is part of the broader diplomatic legacy and vision of President Johndramanimahama's government, a vision that sees diplomacy not as an abstract intellectual pursuit, but as a practical tool to solve the real problems of real people.
Maybe I catch them say by the end of this meal, dollar no back 9 cities. And here about by July ending, what them back 4.2. And dollar no, or target here 3.5. Or no person will stabilize the dollar. So we a businessman to send me as a mommy K, Tini, Mobi and Nadao. Politics, there people will do politics because that is what they do. So they will come and defend because against them. So they have to defend. But I say, who could take politics as a businessman? Who bring a big problem. What the dollar no, 3.5. That is their target. And by the end of July, I'm telling you something. What the dollar no, it will do 4.0. And that is what they are saying. Honorable.
The can move here from the CCR, dollar, pound, euro, the name of Ghana because of His Excellency Johndramanimahama. Whenever penny up to forcing, forcenomics. Yes, it's Hanyama. No, I said dollar rate because of the most higher dollar rate. You stabilize the city. You are visiting Ghana. In the future, I mean, the Mamono, Munti, from August, dollar no, about 3.5 to 4 cedi. It sounds like an incredible, but that is the truth.
Thank you.
No credit can hear. Only if I see it in your Juma, the Ghana for yet it a wedding ever city. Your percent businesses in Ghana a tribe, and Timunia support it. And in Tina, yet the tear, you have a catch them. It's me,
That's honorable. So, we are Masumutu. Into the Yakan, Mamunti, Mufenia, grow a business owner. Now, Diomachi, Ushikabashi, Ushikashi, to be Uncle to City. Yes, I'm many problem. Madam Masibaba.
Happening in Guinea. The leader of Guinea has just revoked over 50 mining licenses. And the world is watching. General Mamadi of Guinea, who also took over through a military coup, is cracking down on mining companies right now in Guinea, both local and foreign companies, for failing to keep to their promises. These companies were supposed to add value inside Guinea by building processing plants, creating jobs, and boosting the local economy, but they failed to push through. One of the biggest examples is the Emirates Global Aluminium. Emirates Global Aluminium is one of the largest aluminium producers in the world. It is based in the UAE. They had a license to mine bauxite in Guinea and promised to build a refinery in return, but failed to do so. So the government decided to pull the plug. General Mamadi says a time has come for the people of Guinea to benefit from everything that comes out of their country, that they are no longer ready to export raw materials while their people are not benefiting from it. So I think this is a very bold move, and we need to applaud him for this. Our African leaders, they need to take a stand. They need to make a decision and stand on it. Right now, all those companies are struggling to negotiate with him, and he is telling them, we have only one request. If you are going to be mining our raw materials, build the processing plants here so that our people can gain jobs. But all you want to do is to carry the raw materials and process it in your country, create jobs for your people, while our people are left here with nothing. So I think this is what other African leaders are supposed to emulate. I'm really, really happy with the way things are going on right now in Africa, especially those leaders, those military leaders who took over through the military coup. They are doing wonderful things in Africa right now. I really don't know what to think about the rest of them who didn't come to power the way these younger ones came to power. Well, let me know what you think about this video.
All right, guys. Well, at this point, if you have forgotten or you are yet to like this video, come on, kindly, first of all, subtle reminder, hit on the like button, share this video, because I need more people, yes, so to see what's up and trending in the motherland, just as we've seen. And as well, did you see what our senators look like? Did you see? When you hear the president of Ghana talk, do you see the difference? That's to tell you how exposed, educated, and grounded, literate, exposed, intelligent that Ghanaians are. Naturally, no cap. And these things are the things that blows my mind. Makes me every single day literally want to fall in love every day by day. See, if you are a lover of good things and you know what is good, what is right, and what is wrong, when you see something that is not sitting well, it irritates you. You regurgitate towards it. And that's what my brother Chimdi is referring to, because most times when he says, like you've heard him say, regarding to this young man who was trying to put Ghanaians down, obviously talk down on the growth that everybody is seeing, the success and stable economy of Ghana. You see how you put him in his place? And when he says Nigerians, majority of them, vast number of them are mentally unstable, that is actually true and factual. Because tell me, in all this, what will make someone who is okay mentally, you're not a witch, neither you're a wizard, then you will see something like this happening in other people's country. Instead of you to be happy for them, learn from them, replicate it in your country, at least improvise. You want to talk down, look for every means possible to just make them feel less of themselves. You see the intimidation, you see the bullying. Now, when I tell you Nigerians are something else, most times you think I'm joking. Now, you've heard it from my brother Chimdi. He has said it all. He said it all. And you heard that young man. Anyways, thank you, Chimdi, for that wonderful one. And guys, at the end of the day, see what the European Union are now begging. Are now begging, like really wanting to partner with Ghana. Really. Anyways, I'm happy that it's partnership, because every country at one point in time would definitely need something, to partner with. But I understand the fact that we need to be more guarded. We need to be more careful. And I trust my number one president, His Excellency, Johndramanimahama, to always, with wisdom, oh my God, deliver and stand firm to his word, his actions. Guys, I watched the video the other day. So I saw where he was really giving it hot to the Chinese. Yes, when they came up with negotiations and all that. I think I'll put that in another video. Just look out for that, because Mahama is not playing. He's not joking. He knows his worth, and he knows what his country and his citizens want. So he's not there for sentiment, emotions, favoritism, and bias. He would say it and tell you just the way it is. This is the kind of man we need, even if it's for 1 week or 1 day in Nigeria, to reset things. But we didn't let know. You see them always trying to look for ways to meander, maneuver, and make others who are doing well, look less of themselves, right? Anyways, guys, we have seen, we've heard, and tell me at this point what you think. Leave your thoughts, your comments, your opinion in the comment section. And if you are still here to like this video, guys, Let me not be the only one talking. I've been talking. Let me know your thoughts, your opinion, your input based on all we have seen. What do you think about Nigeria at this point and Nigerians? What do you think? Leave them all in the comment section. And at the same time, I want to appreciate you once again for all your constant love, your support on here. I don't take you for granted. Thank you guys. God bless you richly and immensely. Exactly. Keeping it real at this point. Happy, safe, and blessed. Coming from the stable of your one and only ambassador of the motherland, Oshe Bades. Until then, I will see you in my next one. Do have a lovely, a blessed, a peaceful, a happy, and a successful day, weekend out there. Ciao, ciao.